Hello again, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a three-fer. So first, we have the Scrap 5 for May. I picked the 5 items this month, super excited about that. So 2 or more photos, mat each photo 3 or more times, have 1 torn paper or distressed, gems or enamels, ribbon or twine. So you will see me incorporate those. It is also May I Scrap Lift You Day 8. And I am going to scrap lift. I hope I pronounced this right. Sabrian.life journal. I'm going to just pull the background of hers. And it's Scrappy Kathy's 100,000 subby hop giveaway. And we are doing this for our first. I'm also going to incorporate, because we are scrap lifting Kathy, I'm going to incorporate this. So it's going to be 2 of them mixed together. So Kathy has lovely, fun, vibrant colors, and my scrap lift for today is more gold, but I really loved Sabrian. I don't know how to pronounce that, and I'm super sorry. I really absolutely loved your background. So I'm going to use that element from the scrap lift that is the May I Scrap Lift You that is being hosted by Crystal Barrett over at Pineapple Papers. So I am also using Paige Evans' Wonder Collection because I was pulling in all the bright, fun elements from Scrappy Kathy's layout. So I just take some gold acrylic, I believe that's acrylic paint, and just my paintbrush. There's no gesso, there's nothing. I am just going to make the little swipey marks. I picked this gold paint up. I have gold, bronze, and white. I picked it up at the Target dollar spot. And it's my favorite paint. But I don't really hardly ever use paint, so that's okay. So I'm going to get that all down. So in the description box listed below, because I have 3 different things going on. I have the Scrap 5. I'll have all those ladies linked down below. I have the May I Scrap Lift You. I will have everybody playing along today linked down below. And the fabulous Scrappy Kathy's 1,000 subscriber hop and celebration. And don't forget, she'll have a giveaway on her channel as well. So I've got the background done, and my May I Scrap Lift You, that is what I've taken from that. So the rest of it is going to be pulled from Scrappy Kathy's fabulous More is More is More is More, and just as much randomness as can be found on a page. I absolutely love how she takes the most randomest items and make it work. And Kathy, your items or your layouts are just so beautiful. And she did want us to scrap about our first, as today was the anniversary of her first date with her late husband, John. So we are all helping her celebrate the memory of her dear, sweet husband. She is such a wonderful, lovely lady, and the trials and tribulations that have happened over the past few months, my heart goes out to you, Kathy, and hugs and prayers to you or in my prayers every night. But we want to celebrate you today because 1,000, that is a milestone, and that is one that is like, woo, to me, it's awesome to think that there are 1,000 plus people out there that are watching your channel. And you are ever so much of an inspiration. I absolutely love watching your videos and hearing your stories, and just really feeling like I'm getting to know you on a better level. So my first is going to be about my Pupperoo Bee, and this is her first duck kill. This is the first toy that she has. It's not really her first duck kill. It's the first toy she's never been able to completely tear up. That duck has been around 4 years, and she still plays with it, but then she gets mad at it, and she doesn't play with it for a while because she cannot tear this toy up. And I don't even know where I picked this toy up at, but all the other toys do not last. So that is the first toy that my lovely dog has not been able to tear up. As you've seen, I took that 1 Paige Evans paper with all the fun, fancy flower mandalas, and I took some time and fussy cut them all out because I want to recreate the butterflies that are on Kathy's layouts without trying to cover up too much of this beautiful, bold background that I scrap lifted from Bryden.life journal over on Instagram. I will have her linked down below as well. So I do take the torn papers, which is part of my Scrap 5. So the Scrap 5, I do have 3 photos, so I've got that one checked off. I matted my photos 3 separate times, check that off. I just went in, I just flipped that paper pad open and just started tearing the edge of some of those papers. I checked off the torn paper or distressed paper, and I left them in the book. I will use them later for something else. They will definitely get used up. So I am creating, Kathy has a whole bunch of fun torn pieces and mixed media and all kinds of lovely goodness on her background, which I was creating there with it's basically the backwards L design. And I am going to go ahead and start and use that as the focus. And then I'm going to come in with all these mandalas that were at the edge of the paper. And I'm going to use them first. And then I have so many of them that I don't even use any of the full ones. I just stick that back into my little Ziploc. And yeah, we save those for another day. And you can see here for my white cardstock, I just took one of the patterned papers and flipped it over. I could possibly use one of those papers, but I'll definitely never use 2. And instead of just holding on to it for the rest of the time that I'm alive, I use those papers as backgrounds, the ones that I know I'm never going to use. Maybe one, you might see that one again as a white cardstock. I am also folding all of these into the creases of the torn paper and just really getting them down. So then I'm going to take the smaller ones and I'm going to pop them up on a bit of foam just to give them some lift, and I'm going to put them in with the other ones. So while we're getting all this foam on and all the release paper taken off, I want to remind you guys to not forget to go and hop on over to see what the Scrap 5 gals created using the 2 or more photos, 3 or more photo mats, at least 1 torn paper or distressed, gems or enamel dots, ribbon or twine. See what they created using those. It's a really fun challenge, and if you guys want to play along, please do use those 5 items. It's really fun to go through your stash and grab those items and then create a layout. Also, don't forget to hop on down to the May I Scrap Lift You portion of the description box, where we'll have all the lovely ladies that are playing along in scrap lifting with Crystal Barrett, who chose the list. Some people are going rogue and choosing their own people to scrap lift, which was completely fine. There are some days that I will be scrap lifting other people because it just went ahead with the theme of the day I was doing. Also, everyone playing along with Scrappy Kathy, words are hard, I apologize, with Scrappy Kathy's 1,000 subscriber YouTube hop and giveaway, which she is having a fabulous giveaway on her channel, and she had some items that were donated to her by the fabulous Scrappy Adam from Dottie About Flair. So please go check that out, send her some love, and subscribe. See if you guys can get her over 2,000 today. That would be fabulous. I am going to come in with some of these chipboard sheet stickers from the chipboard sheet because, they're like little fun odd things, right? I got a dragonfly, I got a ladybug, that one's a bee. So I had to stick a bee on there for my lovely dog. I'm coming in with some gold hearts. I'm just trying to channel my inner Scrappy Kathy and throw everything at this layout. She does such an amazing job, and her layouts are always just phenomenal. Okay, so here I come in with the twine. It was ribbon or twine. I'm just going to tie 3 little bows, and you might think, well, what does that have to do with your layout? Well, it's a Scrappy Kathy lift, so that's what it has to do with my layout. I'm going to tack 3 of those down. I'm going to tie some bows and make you watch my horrendous bow tying skills. I know there's a way that you can do it on some ribbon and use things, but yeah. We just make it work, and then I glue it down and I make it work that way as well. And it is just some white linen twine from Stampin' Up! From back in the day. Lord knows how long I've had that. And we're going to get the 3rd one on there. Now, I was thinking about using some of the flower die cuts that I got in the collection, but I had all the mandalas on there, and I thought, I can't just overload it because then you're not going to see any of the background. Like at this point, you can barely just see the background peeking out, which I absolutely loved. Here are the gems. These came in the Paige Evans Bloom Street. This is what I had left over from using that collection. So I'm going to polish off 3 full rows of gems, and that completes my scrap 5, so score. But yeah, so today was fun for me because it was a 3 for me, and I had 3 different hops going on, and normally I would have done 3 different layouts, but I'm like pressed for time these days. So anyway, here's some close-ups. Don't forget to go check everybody out down below. Congratulations, Kathy. I love you so much, and we'll celebrate